the tower! This is such an impressive tower.
This is more tricky than I thought it'd be. Hey, to the right!
Yeah, I don't think that's how rules work. I think that's exactly how rules work.
4 players, 1 quest, and a large library of games on itch. Who will choose the right game, outplay the other players, and complete the quest? Welcome to Side Quest. I'm your host NerdChomp, and I'm here today with dual-wielded, Light of Dryden, Lazy T, and Dynam. Lazy T, can you read today's quest for me?
Build the most impressive tower. Impressive can mean many things. Your primary goal is to build a tower that will impress people.
That's right, you must build a tower that will impress me. You can choose any game you want on itch, as long as it's tagged as free. For the audience at home, I've already revealed this quest to you before. You had a week to complete the quest. First step was choosing the game. Let's see how you guys did choosing the game.
Build the most impressive tower. Impressive can mean many things. Your primary goal is to build a tower that will impress people.
Okay, so we need to make an impressive tower.
Build the most impressive tower. Let's just type tower. I mean, of tower defense. The last watchtower, maybe.
Okay, this might be trickier than I thought it'd be. There really isn't something that's very obviously a tower builder. Like, I kind of need something where I'm giving a lot of freedom. Wait, what's this? Okay, there's no information, no screenshots. I have no idea what this game is, but it looked like I had the ability to build something. Okay, let's start game. I can't start game. How do you... I've always been good with rocks. Oh, it's a top-down game. I thought it was a side-scroller. Right, yeah, okay, this is not going to be what I need.
I think a lot of people are going to be looking for building games, but I'm going to try to do a different spin on it. And let's see if there's any tarot games, because there's a card called the Tower in Tarot roguelike, Arcanum Fortuna. Is this the answer that I've been looking for? Base the fate of the cards in this tarot-inspired roguelike deck builder. Alright, let's give this another shot. We're gonna see if we can find the tower, and if there's any way to make it impressive. Armor strength, this card, the next card you play off this one gains +1 attack. Could help me make a more impressive tower. Give me the tower! No! Maybe I'll be able to buy it later. Where's the tower? No! Give me the tower. It would be so funny if the tower just wasn't in this game. Alright, I don't know if the tower approach is gonna work out. So, I'm gonna just look for building games.
I mean, I'm going to start with this one. This one feels like I can stack things on top of each other. Let's give this a go. Is this like an idle defense kind of thing? Okay, breed more slime owls using the fish from the pond. Okay, already this is looking like something that I can't actually build a tower on. This is looking sick though. This is so cute. Little animations. Oh, this is so cute. Unfortunately, not something I can work with.
Marble race creator, huh? Unfortunately, I don't think any of this could be considered a tower, even if it is vertical.
Okay, wait, Honeydew's cloning chaos. This might actually work. Because what I'm imagining is that you've got different clones that can like die at some point. So I assume that you can maybe like stack those on top of each other. And if you can do that, that might be, you know, a tower that I can make. All right, AD to move, W to jump, S to create a new clone. Yes, okay, that's what I thought it was. Oh, wait. It just does its own thing, I think. Okay, wait, how does this work? I am so confused right now. Do they repeat my inputs? Because if they do, I might be onto something here. Okay, yeah, this is exactly what I thought it was going to be. Wait, let me try and actually do this.
Oh, this looks cool. Oh, I can build a tower by looks of it. And I can go underground. I mean, this is looking very promising. You can't tell me that's not an impressive looking tower. Oh, that's cool. Okay. I mean, I'm not to say anything, but this is already looking like it might just be exactly what we're looking for.
That was you.
Okay.
Looking for games. Dryden, you were thinking a little outside of the box with your tarot strategy.
I did, but none of them seemed like you could build at the tower. Like, there were a lot of cool options, but nothing that seemed like it was going to work.
Dryden struggled to find a game on itch. There are a lot of them, and if you want to make your own game and upload it to itch, there are a lot of different skills you need to learn, and the perfect place to learn those skills is with the sponsor of this video, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning platform for all creatives, with thousands of classes led by industry experts across not just game development, but also film, illustration, graphic design, photography, music, marketing, etc. Whether you're picking a new hobby from scratch, or you're attempting to sharpen an existing skill, Skillshare has classes for beginners and experts alike. Skillshare has a learn-by-doing approach, with hands-on projects to help you learn through real examples. Members can create and share projects after completing a class to get feedback from the community and improve their skills. Personally, I've been wanting to improve my 3D modeling skills, and this class about the basics of Blender is the perfect way for me to refresh my memory. They also have more advanced classes, and they have this class about 3D sculpting which I've been particularly interested in. The first 500 people to use my link in the description, or scan the QR code, will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Get started today. Lazy T and Dynam, you both found games. Lazy, were you confident going into that game?
100%. The moment I saw the fact you could go up and down, the foundations were laid, the bullets were flying, knew I was onto a winner.
And Dynam, you had sort of a unique approach with your little clone thing.
Well, that was pretty much the only idea I really had. I couldn't find anything where you could straight up build anything. So in my mind, I was going, how can I just stack things on top of each other? I remember those games where you clone stuff and like the clones remain there when you die. And so I actually started looking for those kind of games. And then I saw that one and I thought, okay, this might be the one. I gotta be honest, it was more complicated than I thought it'd be.
Let's take a look and see how complicated it was.
I mean, let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. New game. I mean, this looks like a we're not gonna talk about the fact that this is technically a city. No. This is a tower.
What I think happens is the clones follow the exact movement that I do right now. So I need to find a way to build a tower in a controlled way. So let me just go all the way against this wall and create a clone. Yeah, it walks towards that wall. Now for this one, we're just going to jump on there.
Simple miner creates 1 resource per cover tile. So I can put that like that and it'll mine forward. Place 2 identical buildings on top of each other to merge them into a stronger one. Oh, do that, right? Oh, okay, there we go. Cool. So we've got a bigger one now. Cool. I feel like we're going to need that. So let's end day. I hope this is enough. So this is kind of like Dome Keeper-esque, which is kind of cool.
Okay, it takes a little while for these guys to all come out and all do their thing. Now we're going to go there. We're going to create a staircase. Okay, this is going to take a long time, but I think we can build a tower with this.
Small district expands city from above ground. Oh, yes, you know, we can make our city bigger. In fact, no, I should really get another gun. We kind of struggled, didn't we? Can I upgrade the gun? Oh, I can. Look at that. Well, all I'm saying is more guns. Yeah, this is going well. 24 damage, 48 damage, yeah.
And slowly but surely, we should start to form a staircase. This is going to be very tricky to do properly. And I think this is going to be impressive. If I get a proper tower with these guys, with like how complicated this system is, I think that genuinely would be impressive.
Okay, we're into the big leagues here. Okay, let's get ourselves a small district. And all I'm saying is I think we just go up. But again, all I'm saying is we can go even higher. And in come the resources. And here comes the 3er. It just gets more and more Alright, we ignore the shape of the tower. That doesn't matter. That has nothing to do with anything.
So we're just building a base at this point. But how are we going to make the proper staircase? I already know. I know how we're going to build the tower. We're going to start by building a staircase, and then we can jump off that staircase to build a second tower, which is just like 1 wide and is just made up of these guys. So we don't even need the berry that we've got on the left.
We can still go higher. Okay, I mean, this is a pretty impressive feat of engineering if I ever saw one.
Okay. There. Right? That's going to be where we're going to build our tower. And we need to make sure that we don't hinder those actually going to the other side, because that might be problematic. Oh shoot, we've got an extra one there.
All I know is up. That's all I know, and that's all I need to know. Turret. All I know is go up and turret. Turret. Up. This is such an impressive tower.
This is more tricky than I thought it'd be, but if I can do this, it'd be really impressive. Right? So I'd have built a really impressive tower, because it's just very difficult to do.
Oh, it did. Oh dear. It might have just destroyed one of my turrets. Oh my gosh, it's destroyed another one. We need to auto fire. It's not looking good. Come on. We got this. Okay, yeah, I think we might be snowed. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, I love how different the tower is every single time under the exact same conditions. They just form different towers every time. Okay, we've got 4 over the edge. That's something. And we've got a 3 tall tower. That's 3 tall. That's I love how that staircase looks.
They just had more guns. I mean, unless it's not targeting me for some reason, I think we might just have done it. 100% not because it bugged, but 100% because my tower was so impressive that it just wanted me to win. The red line's almost gone. Okay, the red line is gone. There we go.
We've got a 4 tall tower. We have a tower that's 4 tall. That is huge progress. Now let's go for like 5 or 6, right? And if I can do that, I'm going to call that a really impressive tower, because look at the amount of effort that goes into making a tower like that. That is impressive. It just is. It's an impressive tower. And it's all like clones of myself, right? Imagine a tower just 5 people stacked up high. That would be impressive to see. If you just walked around and you saw 5 people stacked on top of each other, you'd say that's an impressive tower.
This is only a small demo of what we plan to make. If you liked it, wishlist on Steam and join the Discord. Or continue playing and get a big boy tower.
Oh, we've got 3 on that tower. Oh, that's 5. We've got a tower of 5. No, don't. There we go. No, don't. Stop jumping. Oh, wait, there's a tower forming there. There is a tower being formed. Oh, yes, go on top. That's 6. That's a 6 tall tower. Yeah, we've got a 6 tall tower. I'm going to call it quits now because this took way too long. But that is a 6 tall tower of me stacked on top of myself. Yes, it's not a pretty tower to look at, but damn, is it an impressive tower.
Okay, I'm literally zoomed all the way out and you can't even see my tower, and it's got a gun right at the top. All I'm saying is, do you get more impressive than penthouse guns? We've gone so tall, the game can't even render us anymore. And who cares about physics when you can have guns? I'm liking it. I mean, this is impressive. You can't tell me this isn't impressive.
Some pretty impressive towers.
I do want to say something though. I want to say something very important because it's not showcased enough in this video. The clones respond to physics. They respond to the current physics in the game, which means that the movement you do is not the same movement you did when you spawned the clone, which was so annoying because you get a different thing every single time. Because the conditions change every single time. And the jumping, sometimes they jumped on top of each other. And in the same position, sometimes they didn't. They just got stuck. Legitimately, that was 20 minutes of trying to get guys on top of each other.
Yeah, I think also it didn't showcase that like every time you clone yourself, it resets. So you have to watch each clone come out of that hole every single time.
It's the whole thing. Yeah.
I actually counted there were 32 clones there, which means that you watched that clone come out of that hole 528 times.
And didn't even get past the starting area, which is very impressive.
So over 500 clones, but you managed to stack 6 total? Is that
6 total?
That's what I'm getting? Ooh.
I wanted to have a single file. I had way more in the staircase.
Yeah. It's not built a staircase.
It was an impressive staircase.
But still, if you walked on the street, you saw 6 identical people on top of each other, just standing there. Like, that'd be impressive.
So I did kind of estimate heights for your towers. So Diamond's towers.
Not based on height.
Yeah, I know. It's a factor though. It's one factor.
Oh,
so the height of yours, I just assumed an average 6 feet for a person. So yours was 36 feet tall or 11 meters tall. Lazy T's was a lot taller.
They did not seem like the average person.
Yeah,
but
they
then again,
short.
like I said, it was me the whole time, right? I referred to it as being me. I'm 6'3". So can we
bump it up like a foot? Lazy T's tower. I used the helicopters as for scale. So yours was 38 helicopters tall, and I used a Black Hawk helicopter, which is 17 feet tall. So your tower is 646 feet tall, or 197 meters tall. Pretty tall, pretty impressive. It also had guns on it, so it had utility. It could defend itself, which is impressive. It did get destroyed by an airship.
Yeah, I mean, the strongest shape at the base just wasn't strong enough, apparently. I did die. The spaceship just got, like, it bugged out and just stayed still, not attacking me anymore. We
So
still
what
got
I'm
a very
hearing is
tall
your
tower.
tower got destroyed.
Nah,
That's-
it's just
that's what I'm
it's a
hearing.
glitchless for it. It's just a non-glitchless run. It's okay.
Both of you had your own struggles. Dryden struggled a lot with choosing the game. Let's see what he ended up choosing.
So the whole time I was trying and failing yesterday, I was thinking, oh man, there's this one game that I played on Steam that's in development right now, and I happen to know the developer, and I wish that it was on itch so that I could play it for this challenge, because you can build anything in it. That game is called Carbricks, and it turns out that it is on itch. So I downloaded it, and I'm gonna try something wild with this. Let's take this one. Okay, we're gonna need some, like, thrusters or something. Okay, let's drive it. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Oh man. This is gonna be the hardest game I've ever created. So let's color this one. This is gonna be the smallest one. This one's red. Okay, now I just have to do this 4 more times with more blocks. Alright. So what we have here is the classic game, Tower of Hanoi. Here are the rules. You have to transfer this structure, a descending width of rings, over to another one of these, without ever stacking a larger one on a smaller one. Red is the only one that can move first. So, it's gonna... No! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, this is bad. I do always have to kind of have the cockpit facing forward. Oh my god. This is a disaster. No, where are you going? No, no. Okay. One move down. Okay, this is the only next move we can make. Oh no, no. I crashed a little bit. Oh no. Oh no! We can't put it on red, so we gotta put it here. Come on, come on. Oh man. The next necessary move is to take red. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Oh my god, this is a pretty good rage game, actually. Now, come to think of it, I've never actually done a Tower of Hanoi, so this could end up being, oh my goodness. Come on! Give me a break! No! You... Get... No! Hop, hop, hop. And then go back. Go back, go back, go back. Oh my. Oh my god, this is... No! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh god. Oh my goodness. Oh god. Oh no! Red, orange, red. Or red, orange, red, yellow. Oh, now I'm confused. I have to imagine that smoke means I'm doing something bad. Yes, 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 yes. No, 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 no. And there it is. World champion, speedrunning record, Carbrick's Tower of Hanoi. If you're not impressed, good.
Thinking outside the box still with Tower of Hanoi, do you think it paid off?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that. So yeah, I'd say that's pretty impressive. This was hours and hours. I think maybe like 6 hours to set it all up and do the tower.
Yeah, I cut out a lot of, because this is like a building, like physics simulation type of game where you like have building blocks and you can build everything.
Mostly for vehicles, yeah.
So you had to build each of those rings block by block. You had to like attach thrusters to them and like map inputs to them, test out the flying. It didn't work. You had to scrap it and start over.
John, I want to ask something. Did you ever consider tower to be just a tall structure? Was that ever something that crossed your mind even? Because it seemed like you just didn't consider going up at all.
When I opened up Carbricks, I fully intended to just build a giant tower that could also fly. But then the Tower of Hanoi idea struck. and I had to do it.
You were the only one that picked a game specifically for building, and then you didn't build a tall tower.
Against my impulses, I tried not to pick a game about building.
Well,
is it really that impressive? I've seen the chimp do that in Planet of the Apes. That same task in like 10 seconds or something.
Wow, you know what? That chimp was GMO. It had some kind of.
You're talking about Planet of the Apes, the ones where
sewer.
apes are highly intelligent and incredibly impressive things.
Well, it's a movie, that's all fake, but it was still Andy Serkis doing it. You know, Andy Serkis pretty good at it.
Andy Serkis.
Yeah,
impressive.
that's true. He's impressive.
Well, I did try to calculate a height for yours. There was really nothing to go off of for scale, so I just assumed the camera's point of view is just like an average human. Said your tower was 10 feet tall. Not tall at all, but...
Yeah, hey.
We can
That
ask
would
the
be pretty
developer
tall
how
as a
tall the
person.
blocks are.
yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
true.
If they're a
could
friend
have,
of Dryden, come on, we can't. That's not.
He's 17 as well, and he's making this multiplayer
wow.
physics game. He's so impressive.
Yeah,
I think I should get points for that.
through him.
You think you should get points for that?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, well, we've seen 3 of the towers. Dual Wielded has been pretty absent from this video. He did compete. I just haven't been showing it, and there is a reason for that. So let's see what he did.
Build the most impressive tower. Impressive can mean many things. Your primary goal is to build a tower that will impress people. So let's try and search for tower. I would say Tetris has some good. There's like tricky towers and stuff. Tetris and tower. Okay. Oh, no. I had it right earlier. Tagged with tower. Who tags their game with tower? I don't know. Sandbox could be a good one. Tower defense? No, I feel like, I guess if you look up tower, you're gonna get tower defense. How many games do you know where you build a tower? Is it a puzzle game? Seems like it's building a tower. You have these fellas. There's a puzzle behind this, but I can't zoom in enough to really see what's going on. Goal is to build a tower by creating the sum of 7. So I gotta get a sum of 7, basically. It seems like with what I have now, the only real option for 7 at all is this. Ooh. Okay. Only option is this. Okay. What? Oh, I can't do it now. My score is 10. Okay, so I had 10 levels in that tower. I was hoping a game similar to Tricky Towers. Ooh, Monster Tower. Ooh, okay. The top part and the bottom part separately. Dude. Hey, yo. Yeah, I can control little guy at the top as well. Oh, no. This is crazy. This goes hard as hell. Hey, yo. The art style is very trippy. The spinning sun in the background and the parallax, but not in the foreground. But it's very unique. Oh wait, you can miss little guys. Am I allowed to just miss you? Will you mess stuff up for me being there? Because at that point, I mean, I can just kind of try. Oh, you're controlling the top guy. Feels fire as hell if you pull it off. Oh, 6 again. If we can get a little 10 going on. I feel like impressive here mostly just means that it's pretty hard to get a tower going, but the tower itself doesn't look very impressive. Well, I mean, you know, they are little guys stacked on top of each other. Personally, I can't really do that. Hey, aim to the right. Woo! To the right. Catch him. Back to the left. Hey! No! Ooh, that was a 10 height. We gotta keep this game in mind. Maybe we'll use a cheese stacker. Ooh, if I can get a really high score here.
Teach me, senpai. Godly. Le epic.
Oh! No! Le epic. I got le epic. This game is great. Oh my god. Oh! The cheese tower. I feel like the cheese tower. Someone else might do with cheese tower. Oh, you know what? Let me get the rules again. Game you choose must be on itch.io and tagged as free. No Steam games or previously purchased games allowed. Don't be mean-spirited. Yeah. It doesn't say anything that the game I play isn't made by myself and uploaded to itch.io for free. And I like Cheese Tower, but we gotta impress Nerdchomp. So we could make a Nerdchomp Tower instead, for instance. You hear me? Why don't we copy the greatness of Cheese Tower, but make it more impressive? Here's the thing. Do we make it a hard game or do we make it an easy game? Because if it's easy, then I can make the tower look more impressive because it's taller. But if I make it very hard, then it's more impressive that I was able to make the tower tall. So what would get more points there? What would the lore of this game be? Maybe it's the top of Cheese Tower, someone who is 100% a Cheese Tower, and then we add on top of that. We build on top of the perfect Cheese Tower. Maybe we put the Burj Khalifa in the background to show that this is taller than that. I was thinking like, surely we can do some stuff here where I just have like Nerd Chomp's logo on there or something to impress him. But he's not Greg Davies, okay? He wouldn't be impressed by that. Let's just get cheese texture. We need to add some text here. Hold on, some flavor text. Congratulations. You beat Cheese Tower. So this game takes place beyond beating Cheese Tower. So we already are at the top of Cheese Tower. Eiffel Tower. This is how I make pixel art for my games. How many more do I need? How many more towers? How many more towers are there? There we go. Now that's a tower right there. That's an impressive tower. I want it to be for Webda. Oh, I don't have that installed with this version. I gotta install stuff. Oh, I don't want to install stuff. Come on. Build that thing, baby. How is this taking so long? You know what we can do in the meantime? Some Wordles and stuff. Tower. Honestly, tower. Tower. Let's see. Okay, we got a T. Tulip. Tulip. Hold on. Yeah! Okay, big time skip. Today is now the last day we're even allowed to submit anything. And I had to make sure to only do this today, because that way the other contestants don't, end up finding my game accidentally when they look up Tower and stuff. And I assume all of them have probably already done their stuff, because why would you wait until the final day to submit your attempt? What kind of freak does that? Are we sabotaging Nerd Chomp here? Like, the earlier we do it, all the better, right? I mean, come on. Here we go. Make that thing public. Boom. And now just to make sure that I do, find it on itch according to the rules. I'm still following the rules. I just gave it a bunch of stupid tags that no other game would ever have all of these combined. No other game is Dream and Maze and Anime and... I guess Constantine is it, but boom! There, I found it on itch. That's what the rules are. This is my official attempt. I beat Cheese Tower. I'm at the very top of Cheese Tower, my favorite game of all time. Well, let's place the Big Ben on top. Look how gigantic Cheese Tower is with the Big Ben on top of it. Oh my god, the Eiffel Tower as well. What is going on? Tilted Tower. Now this is an impressive tower. What should the top one be? Probably the Eiffel Tower works best at the top. Ooh, actually, you know what? There we go. I'm actually just gonna keep it there. It's the biggest architecture accomplishments in human history combined on top of each other at the very tip of Cheese Tower. How much more impressive does it get? The description of the game even says, boom. This game will truly allow you to create an impressive tower. So I don't think there's any debating on whether this is stupidly impressive or not. That's all I'm gonna say.
So, finding the loophole.
I forgot I was a game developer.
Since you could do pretty much anything you wanted making your own game, what was your strategy for impressing me?
Well, I wanted to stick to it being an homage to Cheese Tower for sure. So, had to keep that in there. Even the font is the same as Cheese Tower, and even the background color is the same as Cheese Tower, just saying. And then also, I don't know, like actual human accomplishments.
The actual games you found before you started making your game were also pretty good. Like your the monster stacker thing was better than Dynam's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I stacked 10 guys.
Whoa.
Mine took like 3 minutes total.
They're small
They were
monsters.
little monkey guys as well.
So I did also calculate the height of your tower. Yours was pretty simple because you used real life towers, which have real life
and
dimensions.
tilted towers.
And tilted towers, which I kind of just estimated. But the total height of your tower, I said, was 11,574 feet, or 3,528
Does that include Cheese
meters.
Tower?
That
what
does
about
not
Cheese
include
Tower?
Cheese Tower,
Cheese
actually.
Tower.
So it's even taller than that. We already established that the height isn't the only factor. I want to give each of you one last chance to convince me why your tower is impressive and why I should choose your tower. So let's start with Dryden.
Well, I'd say my tower was in itself a feat of engineering. It's got individually pilotable rings as a part of it. It's color-coded. I didn't see any other color-coded towers. I didn't see any other towers that were necessarily just by themselves games. So, wait. Oh, no. But dual wield, this is an entire game. Mine was in 3 dimensions. No, dual wielded, you're ruining everything.
All according to plan.
No.
Dynam.
Well, I'll be honest. Dual wielder took away all my arguments. I don't have any left.
You're not even
Because
gonna put up
everything
a
I'd
fight.
argue, they did better. Like, even the literal concept of stacking things on top of each other, they already did, and they did it more impressively. I don't have anything.
Okay, I guess Dynam's not winning.
No, I guess not.
Lazy.
I'm not going to sit here and try and beat out dual wielded. I'm going to try and tear them down. Because I'm looking at the rules right now. And as of the time of this recording, the rules state that you cannot use a game that you have worked on or developed.
I did change the rules.
Okay, but when were those rules created?
The rules changed before this call. So all I'm saying is in this call, dual wielded is disqualified.
I
Yeah.
don't think that's
That's all
how
I'm
rules
saying.
work.
I think that's exactly how rules work. Just because I'll win. I mean, that's the only reason.
When it comes to height is not the only factor here. Let's be very clear.
That's
Come
because
on.
you have it. I'm 5'10". Listen, we can't all be 6'3".
One little turret fighting off the whole gunship.
Exactly.
It was
I felt so
cinematic. We
American.
had a cinematic tower,
Dual wielded.
but I don't think we had to make cinematic towers. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that. That's all my arguments.
Okay, I will make a decision now. Dryden, I think while I appreciate your effort and how difficult it was to build and complete the Tower of Hanoi, I don't think I can, in good conscience, award the winning tower to a 10-foot tall tower. It's smoking because it's damaged.
That's fair.
Dynam, yours was a little more impressive to me than Dryden's. It was a little taller, and it was a bunch of clones stacked on top of each other, which is pretty cool. The concept is cool and impressive. But when I think when I look at your tower, my initial reaction isn't that I'm impressed. I actually think your staircase is a lot more impressive than your tower. So, if this was built an impressive staircase, maybe you would win, but it's not. So it's between Lazy T and Dual Wielded. I would call both of your towers tall, like adequately tall. Dual Wielded's tower was 18 times taller than Lazy's, so it was way taller. But Lazy had some utility to it, so it had turrets, it could defend itself. That's very impressive. It did get destroyed by a giant airship, but by a stroke of luck, it survived. It got built back up from the rubble. Just knowing that history of the tower is pretty impressive. But Dual Wielded, when he was talking about how to impress me, he was talking about maybe putting my logo on the tower. He decided against that and decided to use real life towers instead. And that instinct was actually very good because I don't know if you know this about me, I'm a real life civil engineer. I'm like professionally licensed real life civil engineer. And as a civil engineer, I can appreciate the real-life engineering marvels of the world, like the Burj Khalifa, like the Eiffel Tower. And because of this, I am calling Dual Wielded's tower the most impressive tower. Congratulations, Dual Wielded. You've completed the quest. And now I'm making a new rule that you're not allowed to make your own games.
First and only one through the loophole.
Do you have any winning words?
I want to thank everyone for participating and also making towers that were in some way also impressive, but just not as impressive. Let's be real. I thank my mom, my dad.
For the audience at home, who do you think built the most impressive tower? Say so in the comments below. And if you want to play any of these games, I am putting links in the description so you can check that out. Thanks for watching.